I don't know if anybody just noticed that, but this dog learned a new trick.
Take it easy.
So the other day I was riding along. I don't know what exactly happened, but I tried to shift, or I was going to shift and then I wasn't going to, or something weird. Anyways, and I accidentally made it shift and I didn't have the clutch pulled in. I was really confused by that at first because I didn't really know anything about clutchless shifting. I had never attempted to do it before, and so it was very weird. I didn't really know what to make of it. What I decided I'd try to do is replicate it, and I was able to do it. Incredibly easily able to do it. I don't know if it's this easy on other motorcycles or if it's just mine or what, but it is incredibly easy to clutchless shift with this. Now, if you don't know what clutchless shifting is, the name is pretty self-explanatory. You have your clutch over here, throttle over there, somewhere down there that you can't see is your shifter. Essentially, you don't have to use your clutch. You don't have to pull this in order to shift. Like in a previous video, I state a little bit about when it shifts into neutral by accident, like slipping into neutral, and how the gears in the transmission are spinning. And when you hold in the clutch, it disengages the current gear you're in and leaves it possible to shift into the next gear. Clutchless shifting is essentially just shifting between two gears that are rotating at the same speed. Oh. Sorry, dude. You kind of walked right to the edge at the very last second. Otherwise, I would have let you go. So everything would be moving at the same speed for clutchless shifting, and it's tough because you have to match the throttle speed with the gears that are turning in the transmission. So to make everything, you know, be going at the same speed in order to be able to clutch shift. Now, I notice that for me, I like to preload it a little bit, and I've read mixed reviews on whether that's bad for different mechanics that are within the transmission. Some people say that it causes premature wear on certain portions of the transmission, and whether that causes damage to my transmission, it's whatever. It may not be a bad thing, it may be a bad thing, I don't know. Not a big deal to me. I just noticed it's what's easiest, and I was basically preloading anyways because at least in first gear going to second, because my bike does not like to shift properly while using the clutch when doing that. It likes to slip back into neutral, so it's something I've been doing anyways. What are we doing, dude? Interesting. Let's just, you know, back up. Why don't we? See, my hands are off. I'm preloading a little bit. Release and back on. It's probably a little bit quick to see on the camera. Essentially, I'm going along and I'm releasing throttle and then giving it throttle again quickly. I can do this shifting down too, but it's a lot harder. So like, obviously my hand's not on there, and what I kind of do is I kind of blip it a little bit and then release. So it's kind of like the opposite. I give it a little bit of throttle, and as I'm releasing, I shift down at the same time, and it seems to work for me. It can be a little bit jerky, and it feels a little bit more sketchy than upshifting, but it works. See, I'm able to shift. I'm sure it takes a little bit of practice depending on the motorcycle you have, but I know for my FZ8 it works incredibly easily. I don't know why that person's following me so close. They're really close. I was going like 47 and they were like right on my ass. Get off my ass, bud. But anyways, there's a lot of controversy on forums and stuff, whether clutchless shifting is bad for the motorcycle, whether it wears different parts of the motorcycle. Oh, if we could get some speed. I wanted to show it again, but right now it doesn't look like I can. That one was a little bit jerky. Going first to second seems to be a little jerky when clutchless shifting. That's the one that kind of sketches me out the most. Hello. Hope there's no water on my thing. See, you probably didn't even notice I didn't shift right there. Or I didn't use my clutch right there, at least. I did shift, but it was a very magical shift. This is what I do, whether it's right or wrong. If it's wrong, don't blame me. If it's right, well, you can blame me. Nice. If you like this video, or if it was something new and you didn't know exactly how to do that, then please give me a thumbs up. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Take it easy.
Didn't feel good. Now I can do this going down or shifting down. I can do this I can't talk.